I'm April Plank, and I'm taking you through a mat class today featuring the magic circle. So let's go ahead and lay down and get ready to work. So I'm going to lay on my back with my legs bent, my feet flat on the floor. I'm going to hold the ring right at my sternum with my arms reaching to the ceiling. Back the neck long, tailbone heavy, so you're a nice neutral spine. Just starting with some arm work to begin with, or some arm movement. We're just going to lift the circle above us, letting the shoulders come off of the back and reaching the arms wide. And then exhale as you just melt the shoulder blades back to the mat. So you're inhaling, letting the arms reach, protracting or rounding through the shoulders. And then exhale as you set the shoulders back down onto the mat. Big inhale as you lift, and exhale as you lower. Remember, you're inhaling through the nose. Big exhales through the mouth. Last two here, just rounding the back and rounding the shoulders, and then coming back to neutral. And then last one, rounding, and then back to neutral. Stay here in this neutral position, giving that ring a little squeeze. Now, as you squeeze the ring, your elbows are slightly bent so that you're not locking out the joints. You're going to exhale the right knee in towards tabletop as you squeeze the ring, and then release it all back down. Do the other leg, squeeze, and release back down. Big squeeze, just doing a little marching, warming up through the abdominals, still connecting through that core by squeezing the ring. Now, it's not a death squeeze. It's not 100% of how much you can muscle the ring. It's more of this engagement and a reminder to activate your rib cage and to hold everything in towards the middle. We'll do one more on each side. Next time the feet are down, you'll stay down, and we're going to go into an imprint. So I want you to let your low back push against the mat as you squeeze the ring, and then let the tailbone go heavy, neutral pelvis as you release the ring. So you're doing a little imprint, squeeze and tuck, and then back to neutral. Exhale as you squeeze, the low back presses softly onto the mat, and then you let the low back lift into its neutral position. Big exhale as you tuck and tilt. Inhale as you release. Exhale as you tuck and tilt. Inhale, release. Do that 2 more times. And this will be your last one. Go back to neutral pelvis. Take that right leg up to the ceiling. Bring the left leg up to the ceiling. Both legs are in tabletop. And we're going to go back to the toe taps. Right toe down and up. And left toe down and up. Just holding that ring nice and tight. Good. So we're really working on maintaining a stable pelvis. So no movement from the head all the way to the pelvis. And we're just moving the legs independent, one and the other. So we're just gradually warming up. We'll get pretty intense pretty quick, but it's very important to work on our form and make sure we've got that underway before we add any bigger movements. Let's do one more to each side, and then you'll end in tabletop. Now from tabletop, you're going to take the ring on the thighs, take the hands on the other side of the ring, and form a prayer position with your palms together. And we're going to either interlace the fingers or prayer. Either one works. So you're going to do that little imprint again. So I'm going to pull my abs in, pull my knees towards me, and it's a little bit harder or a lot harder. I'm going to shake here and then bring myself back to neutral. So as you exhale, you're doing your little tuck. You're scooping the abs in. You're pushing your arms into the ring. You're pushing your knees into the ring, and then you're going back to neutral. Good. Exhale as you squeeze. Let that low back push gently into the mat, and then back to your neutral spine. Exhale as you squeeze, and I'm already shaking. Hopefully you feel it too, you guys. It's one of my favorite ways to use the ring to fire up those abs. Last 2 here. And one more. We're going to hold this one in for a little bonus, little pulses, pulsing the legs and arms together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Take the ring on the right thigh and put the right arm onto the ring. Your left leg's coming to tabletop and your left arm's to the ceiling. Now we're going to keep the connection of the right arm and right leg into the ring, As the left arm and left leg go in opposition away from each other, and big exhale back in. Inhale, they go long and low. Exhale, they pull back in. Now I'm concentrating on pulling my right arm into the ring, pushing my right knee into the ring. So I'm keeping stability here as I move through the side. A lot of abs. I'm hoping you guys are feeling it as much as I am. These are some of my favorite exercises, ones that don't look that challenging when you're watching, but also challenging when you're doing them. Last two here. And then we're going to keep the arm and leg straight. For the second set, we're going to lift straight arm and leg up, lower straight arm and leg down. Now only go as low as comfortable for you. Big exhale as you lift. Keep squeezing in that right arm and right leg into the ring. 3 more. Use that breath. And 2. You've got your last one here, and then we'll come all the way up and switch sides. Good job. Take the left thigh on the ring, left forearm on the ring, right leg to tabletop, right arm to the ceiling. Give that ring a little squeeze, so activate your abdominals right before you start. Let's reach the right arm and leg in opposition. Exhale them back in. Reach and extend them long. Pull them back in. Remember, you're going as low as comfortable for you. The higher the arm and leg go, the easier to maintain that pelvic stability. So if you're having a hard time keeping your spine neutral, then go a little higher with the arm and leg. Good. Keep pushing with the left arm and leg. Last 2. Awesome. Keep the arm and leg straight. We're going to bring both straight arm and leg up. Lower, lower, lower. Big exhale. Lift. And lower. You got it. Don't let your left side get lazy. Keep pushing. Every exhale, when you lift the right leg, you push the left knee and left arm more into that ring. 2 more to go. And last one. Nice job. Set the leg down. Set the ring down. We're going to take the ring right to our chest. We're going to do a little roll up. So let the legs go long. Reach the arms over your head. Take a big inhale, and then you're going to exhale. Reach the arms to the ceiling. Nod the chin to the chest. Start to roll yourself all the way up. We're going to sit up tall. Take the ring on the back of your toes, and we're going to take a big stretch. So you're going to lift the chest, big inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your spine and roll it back in. And we're going to alternate that again. Inhale as you look up, open the chest. Exhale as you release and round. Now if your hamstrings are quite tight, you can also bend your knees here and do this with a little light bend at the knee. The big important thing is that we're flexing and extending the spine, just giving us a little mobility since we were working pretty hard on stabilizing for that last exercise. And now we're going to give some movement back to our spine until we stabilize the next exercise. Give me 2 more here. Inhale, look up and open. And exhale, scoop. Last one, inhale, look up and open. And exhale, scoop. Now we're going to place the ring on the floor, and the left kind of calf is going to go onto the ring. And then you're going to lay all the way back and put the right calf, or more Achilles tendon, on the top of the ring. So I've got the ring with the right leg on top, and I've got my left leg on bottom. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. I'm going to start by doing a little upper body crunch and pushing my right leg into the ring, and then I'll release everything down. Not a big motion, just an exhale as you lift and squeeze. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Good. Every exhale, draw that corset tight. Feel that airplane seatbelt tighten across your hips. We've got 2 more to go, lifting up. And then your last one, you're going to hold it up. I'm going to pull the right knee in. As I pull it in, I'm going to twist towards it and then press it away and push the ring down. So I'm twisting towards the knee, pressing it out, little push into the ring, pulling and twisting, pressing and pushing. Knee in and twist, leg straight and press. 3 more, knee in and twist, leg straight and press. 2 more to go, knee in and twist, press and squeeze that ring. 1 more here, and squeeze the ring. Lift the leg, take it underneath on the inside, and then lift both legs up. I'm going to turn my legs so now that they're parallel and I'm pushing out into the ring. I'm going to lift my head back up, lower the legs as low as comfortable for me, and then exhale, lift right back up. Double leg straight, lowering the legs down, lift, lift, lift back up. Good, inhale down, exhale, lift. Does not have to be a big motion. Again, we're trying to maintain stability through our core, through our spine as we move the legs. 3 more to go. And 2, and 1 more. Good job. Pull the knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug, releasing the low back. Now we're going to transition to the other side. So I'm just going to kind of rock up and put the ring now on my right foot. So my right calf is on the ring. My left calf, or kind of closer to the Achilles, is on top of the ring. And then I'm going to lie all the way back down. Hands behind the head, getting ready for the other side. So big exhale as you lift into your crunch and push that left leg into the ring. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift and push. Inhale, lower. Nice job. 4 more, and then we'll add our little rotation, bicycle motion. And 2 more actually. I might have given you a bonus one, but I don't want to short you. Last one, you're going to hold it up. Pull the left knee in as you cross your body over. Take the leg down and push on the ring. So you come across, you put it down, give it a little push. Bring it in and across and down and push. Good. 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Lift the left leg, take it underneath in the ring, and then pull both legs up. Now I'm going to take the ring, I'm going to place it on the inside of the legs, so the ring are on the inside of the legs. I'm going to pull my legs into tabletop. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders for our double leg stretch. So you're going to take your legs and arms in opposition and pull them both back in. Reach and extend long, pull it back in. Reach and extend long, pull it back in. If the head needs to lower, please do so. Another option would be the hands behind the head, so you're supporting your neck. Reach and extend, pull it in. We've got 3 more to go. Giving that ring a little squeeze to work those inner thighs even more. And this will be your last one. Good. Pull everything in and release. Good. Take that ring, place it behind your right foot or on your right foot. Send your left leg long and low to the floor. We're going to pull this right leg twice in towards you and then switch. So a little pull, pull, and switch. This should feel like a nice recovery, a really great stretch to the back of the leg, but still part of our series of 5 or our abdominal series, single leg straight. So you're pulling the leg in, pull, pull, and pulling the other leg in, giving that stretch to the back of the leg. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and pull, pull. Good. Pull, pull. 2 more to go, you guys. 2 more nice big stretches. And then we'll take the right leg in and we'll hold it. Give it a little stretch. And we're going to work our way up into a teaser. So what we're going to do is use the ring, use our leg, And you're going to start to roll yourself all the way up. And then you're going to melt your spine and roll it all the way back down. Give that little stretch at the end. Here we go again. So you're using a little bit of the ring. You're pushing your foot into the ring. You're rolling one vertebrae at a time up. You're sitting up nice and tall on the sits bones. And then you're rolling yourself back down, giving your hamstring a little stretch, pulling that ring towards you. And again, chin towards the chest, roll your spine up, one vertebrae at a time coming up to the top, and then roll yourself back down one vertebrae at a time. Nice hamstring stretch. Two more like that, one vertebrae at a time, rolling up. Your left leg can be straight or bent. I'm putting a little bend in mine. That's kind of helping me through the motion. And this is the last one. We're going to hold this one up. So you're going to take it up and hold it. Now your left leg's going to come into the ring as well to meet. So we're doing a regular teaser here, holding, and the ring is assisting us. Option to let the ring go slack and hold for 5, 4, so it's not touching me, 3, 2, 1. Put the ring back to help. We're going to do that 2 more times. Are you ready? Let's let the ring go slack and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself the ring back to help. Here's our last one, you guys. Let the ring go slack. So we're not touching the feet at all. For 3, 2, 1. Put the ring back on. Let's take the right leg to the floor. Back to that single leg teaser. We're going to roll the self all the way down. Really great stretch for the hamstring. And then chin towards the chest. Roll yourself up using that ring to help you sit nice and tall. So you're articulating the spine, one vertebrae at a time. You're rolling back, pulling the leg towards you, and then one vertebrae at a time. You're rolling up and sitting up tall. Again, tucking the tail underneath you, rounding your spine, rolling back, getting a really great stretch here. And then one vertebrae at a time, rolling back up and sitting tall. We'll do 3 more of those, rolling back and stretch, and rolling up and sitting tall. Last 2 to go, rolling back and stretch, and rolling up and sitting tall. Last one, rolling back and stretch, and rolling up and sitting tall. Let's go ahead and take the ring between the hands, bring both legs up into a bent leg teaser, bend the arms. So you're going to hold that ring at your sternum, and let's rotate. Side and center, and side and center. So just a little twist to the side. If you need to set your feet down, you can. If you need to set one foot down, you can. Just side to side, rotating through the torso. Good. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Set the feet wide, sit up nice and tall. Take the ring between the legs, and you're going to push into the ring as you round your back. Sit up tall and extend the spine looking up. And we'll do that again. So push into the ring, rounding the spine, getting a big spine stretch backwards. And then you'll lift the chest, press the spine forward, and arch your back. Just a few more like that. Hopefully it should feel really nice, a little stretch before we move on to our next round of exercises. Fill your lungs and empty your lungs. Big, deep inhales, big, deep exhales. Good. Stack yourself up next time. Let's come onto our hands and knees. I'm going to have the ring under my right arm. My knees are in line with my hips. My right arm's outreached a little bit, so my arm isn't necessarily locked, but it's more straight than bent. Take your left leg, lift it up into tabletop, or extended tabletop. So you're on your left hand and your right knee, and your left leg's extended. So you're going to take that left leg and kick it up as you push down on the ring, and then lower it down to tap. So every time you lift the left leg, you're pushing slightly into the ring on the right arm. So you're doing a little glute squeeze, lift, and then back. A little glute squeeze, lift, and then back down. Try to keep your hips as square as you can to the mat. So not a lot of movement or excess rocking. Last two here. And then we're going to hold the left leg up. Now you're going to bend the knee in and round your back, and then send your leg right back out. Bend it and round, send it right back out. Good. Find that mobility in your back, flexing and extending. Two more to go. Pull in and press out. And last one, pull in and press out. Now take the left foot forward, take yourself up into a lunge position and hold the ring. Now turn your right toes underneath you. We're going to give that ring a squeeze as you stand straight up and then come right back to hover. Push into the ring and stand, right back to hover. Really push into your left heel. You want to feel your left glute mainly here. So you're pushing into your left heel, it's coming straight up and then right back down. We're going to do that 2 more times and then add a little upper body twist. So the next time you come up, you're going to come up, twist to the right. And then you're going to come up and twist to the left. So we're adding a little element of balance. Good. Up and twist to the left. 4 more. Twist to the right. Twist to the left. 2 more. Last one to go. And then come halfway down. Give me little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to push off the right foot. Take the right hand down and lift the right leg up. So your right hand is helping you balance. I have my left hand on my thigh. I'm going to lift and lower my right leg. Now your left hand can be out to an airplane. It can be on the small of the back. Just working a little bit of balance on that left foot for 3 and 2 and 1. Step the foot down, set the knee down, and let's step backwards and finish and do the other side. So your left arm's going to be on the ring. Your right hand's in line with your wrist, in line with your shoulder. We're going to take the right leg behind us. I'm going to put that ring a little farther forward there. That's a little better. So my left arm's almost straight. I've got a straight line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Hips and shoulders square to the mat. Lower the right leg. As you lift it, push down on the ring. Lower, push down on the ring. Good. Tiny little movement, little squeeze of your glute. 2 more to go. Hold your next one up. Now the knee comes in. You push out and press on the ring. Knee comes in, push out and press on the ring. Awesome work. This takes a lot of control. This is another one that's a lot harder than it might look. 2 to go. Last one, and then the right foot will step forward. You're going to turn your left toes underneath you, lift your torso to the ceiling, and let's go into that second round of lunges. So push into your right heel, lift straight up, squeeze the ring, come down to hover. Drive into the right heel. Good. Make sure when you squeeze the ring, you're squeezing from the bottom of the shoulder blades so that you're not trying to squeeze into the neck. Think pinky finger squeezes so it goes deeper into the middle back. Next one, we're going to add that rotation. So when you come up, rotate left. And next time you come up, rotate right. Really good job. Find that gazing point to help you with your balance. Come up and rotate. And come up and rotate. Awesome job. 4 more. 3, 2, last one here. We're going to push off your left foot, take the left hand to the floor with the ring, lift the left foot. Right hand can be on the hip or the back or out to the side. We're going to lower and lift. Now my right leg has a tiny little micro bend. And you may find one side is easier than the other. This is a little bit more challenging for me today on this side. Could be because it's the second side. It's a little tired. Really great job, you guys. 3 more. And 2 and 1. Awesome work. Set that knee down. And let's go on to our side. So I'm going to go on my left side. And I'm going to take the ring between my inner thighs for a little clam motion. So I'm propped up onto my elbow. I've got a straight line from my elbow to my shoulder, and I'm not just lounging out. I'm really active, and I'm staying active through this oblique. Now my feet are together, and I'm going to squeeze into the ring with my inner thighs. So I'm doing a little squeeze and release. Primarily my right inner thigh, which is my right top leg, is squeezing down. Use your breath and think every time you exhale, you draw the corset on, you pull the pelvic floor up, and you try to deeply engage those abdominals. 3 and 2. Now we're going to hold the next one in, and we have little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the ring, place it on your right hand, so you're setting your right hand on the ring. You've got your right leg reaching long, and I've got a straight line from the crown of the head to the foot. I'm going to kick the right leg towards the ring and then sweep it back just a little bit behind me. So I'm trying to minimize the movement in my torso, but I'm trying to get the biggest motion I can on the right leg. So I'm sweeping it forward and back. Kick, kick. Inhale, extend. Kick, kick. Inhale, extend. Good. Take your time to find that extension, like you're reaching the leg 2 inches behind you. That was your last one. And now set the knee on top of the other knee. I still have my left elbow in line with my shoulder. I'm going to lift my hip up, and I'm going to do a little bit of side planking. So I'm going to lower my hip. When I lift, I push on the ring. Lower, lift, and push on the ring. Good. 3, 2, 1 more. Now come down and rest for a moment. We're going to do a second set of those. This time the right leg is going to be straight. Still check that your right elbow, your left elbow is in line with your shoulder. Lift back up, and we're going to dip down, push into the ring. Down, push into the ring. As I push down into the ring, I'm lifting my left rib cage. 2 to go. Last one here. Come down and rest, bending the leg. Now our very last set, both legs will be straight. If it's too much for you, don't worry about it. Do the first variation or the second variation. So third variation, both legs are straight. I'm going to put my bottom leg on top of my my bottom leg in the front of my top. And I'm going to lower down, push into the ring. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's let the ring go. Take it into a nice little mermaid stretch on the other side because my left shoulder is on fire, that whole left side. Not only was that abdominals, that was definitely a lot of shoulder stability as well. All right, before we do the other side, let's take a little back work. So we'll lay on our stomach and do some back extension. So I'm going to bring my ring with me. I'm going to lay onto my belly. So for this one, I want the ring behind you, and you're just holding the ring kind of right at your bottom. Push your pubic bone into the mat. Reach your legs nice and long. Let your forehead rest on the mat. And with an inhale, you'll do nothing. And with an exhale, you'll press into the ring and push it back to the back of the room behind you. Now, you want to be pushing your pubic bone into the mat. You want to be rooting your legs long. You can either root them down or lift them for a little more challenge, but wherever your legs are, they're active. Look towards the mat. You want to be looking to the tip of the nose. That's going to help you keep your neck long so that you're not tweaking the neck. You want to be looking right down to the tip of the nose. And we're going to hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Release everything down. You've got 2 more of those. For the second one, you're going to bend your right leg. You're going to put the right leg into the ring, root down through your left leg. So we'll do that exact same thing again. So we're going to push the pubic bone down. This time you're going to push your right leg back, go into a little extension, trying to root down through your left leg if you can. Push through that right leg and hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower everything down and switch. And if the leg is too far away, you can always do the first option again. So we'll do another one. So the left leg is bent, pubic bone pushing down, pushing into the right leg, lifting that chest and pushing back through the left. My legs are definitely on fire as well here, so I'm working a lot of legs. And we're going to hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Last one to go, you guys. Bend both legs, put both feet into the ring. The grand finale, we're going to push into those legs, push the pubic bone down, push, push, push through those legs, lift the heart, and here we go. Holding 3 and 2 and 1. Release everything down. Press into a little child's pose before we do the other side. Oh, that is such an amazing stretch through your chest. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. That felt wonderful. Any extension that you do, though, you want to make sure you're following that up with some flexion just to bring your back into a little bit more of a neutral position. All right, we've got to finish up one more side. Remember, we have our clams. I'm going to turn around so I can face you. So I've got my legs bent. I've got the ring between my inner thighs, and my feet are together. I'm going to lift up and out of my right rib cage. My right elbow and shoulder are in alignment here. And I'm going to squeeze the ring and release. I'm trying to squeeze the ring with my deep muscles. So my pelvic floor pulling in and up and holding, and then releasing. My deep abdominals pulling in and up and holding, and then releasing. Good. Nice. We're going to do 3 more. And 2. And then we'll hold the last one and do little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Take that ring away. Send your left leg long. You're holding that ring right out in front of you. You're going to flex the foot, kick twice, and then point and reach it behind. So it's a kick, kick, and a press and extend. I'm just putting a little pressure into the ring to activate through my lat on the left side. And remember what we did in the very beginning where we protracted the shoulders and then we retracted them? I want you not to do protraction. Keep the shoulders back. So you don't want to let your chest round in this position. You want to keep your chest bright forward and keep your shoulders drawing back. Good. Last 3 and 2. This will be your last one. Awesome work. And then we'll stack knee on top of knee. Get ready for those 3 side planks. We've got to do them again. So let's lift the hips up, and we'll dip down with the right hip. Push into the ring as you lift. Dip down, push into the ring. Peek at the right elbow. Make sure it's in line with your right shoulder. 3 and 2 and 1. Really good. Take a rest. Second one. Now, if any of these get too challenging for you, please do the variation that we just did before. So second variation, your left leg is long. You're going to lift up, lower the hip, push into the ring. Lower the hip, push into the ring. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a rest. One more, you guys. You can do it. Okay, take whatever variation you can. I'm taking my top foot in front, my bottom foot behind. I'm lifting up and lowering down. 8. Push. 7. Good. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. You made it. Go ahead and let the ring go. Come into that little side mermaid stretch, reaching up and long through the right side of the body. All right, we have made it almost to the end. Let's come all the way up. Let's lay down and do a little stretching. So I'm going to lay onto my back, bring my ring with me, put the ring on the right foot. Your left leg can be foot flat on the floor or leg extended. I'm just going to take a big inhale, and then with a big exhale, let that ring come towards you. Now, the way the muscles work is that if you contract one side of the body, so I'm going to contract my quad, I'm going to lift my kneecap, and that's going to help my back of my leg release even more. So stretching is not necessarily just a completely passive thing that you're doing and just completely letting go. It can be a very active thing where you're trying to actively get deeper into your stretch by using the opposing muscles. Now keep the ring in the right hand and take the leg out to the right. You want to keep your left hip down. So sometimes I like to take my hand on my thigh and kind of hold it right at the hip bone and keep it grounded. If you let it roll, you'll kind of lose the stretch. So push your left hip down so that you can get a bigger stretch here. And then we'll bring the leg up to the center. And now we're going to take the ring in the left hand and bring it over to the left. And you're just going over. The farther you go over, it'll get a little bit more into the lower back. If you want it more in the IT band, you keep the hip grounded and don't go as far. So you kind of think of the right hip staying down and you're going over. If you want it in the low back, you lift the left hip and go a little farther. And let's come back to the center. One more big hamstring pull with that leg, and then we'll switch. So your left leg will go into the ring. Your right foot can be flat on the floor, or your right leg can be long. Squeezing your left kneecap, squeezing your left quadricep, and releasing the left hamstring. This is my tight side. And for me, the lateral muscles are tightest. So when I do my hamstring stretch, I like to come a little diagonal over my body to kind of accentuate the stretch on the side hamstring muscles that are tighter for me. So you might want to kind of play around with which hamstring muscles seem the tightest and change your angle based on what you need and kind of play around with that. Now let's take the strap in the left, or excuse me, the ring in the left hand, right hand to the hip, and we'll lean all the way out with the left leg stretching the inner thigh. And then back to the center, take the ring in the right hand, Again, you can go just to where the left hip stays down for the IT band, or you can lift the left hip and make it more of a lower back stretch. And then we'll come back when you're ready. And you can just take your knees into the chest, give your knees a little hug, and let's just rock side to side, giving our back a little massage. We'll finish with one final roll up. So you don't need the ring, you can set that off to the side. You're gonna roll yourself all the way up, stand your feet on the floor, come all the way to a forward bend. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. You're gonna let your head completely relax. Your head, neck, and shoulders completely soft. You can shake your head side to side. You can shake your head up and down. Just letting gravity take over for a moment and do the work for you. And then you can grab opposite elbow with opposite wrist, and that can really help you to lengthen more through the side waist and get a deeper stretch. Take the biggest breath that you've taken today. Big, deep inhale. Feel the back of the body. Feel those lungs in the back. Big, deep exhale. Relax your arms to the floor. And then one vertebrae at a time, we're just going to slowly start to roll your spine up, stacking each vertebrae on top of the one underneath it. When you get to the top, you're going to take a few big shoulder rolls. Just let the shoulders roll back and down, and back and down. And then we're going to finish with just one big breath through the road. So one inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time, and I hope to see you again really soon. Have a wonderful day.